8 o'clock on the dot, and we are cruising through this Friday morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dejonique Garrison. It was a deadly weekend in Houston with 6 shootings and 5 people killed. The most recent happening just last night. Harris County deputies are looking for a female suspect this morning who they say actually called 911. But this was after she shot a man at the Select Inn & Suites motel. Now to Fallbrook Drive, where police say the owner of an auto shop and his former brother-in-law, they got into an argument, and that argument ended with the owner being shot to death. This was around 2 in the morning. Now, Anna, all eyes on Tennessee. Obviously, this gaining so much national attention. Do you think it'll have any impact on Congress's ability to pass gun reform? Americans are fed up with customer service or the lack thereof. I'm always screaming, representative. Yeah.
I'm on hold.
You on hold?
Yeah,
of course he is.
Yeah.
Team, I have a question.
All right, let's go.
What is something you would call butt ugly? Connecticut's governor called Houston butt ugly. This was after he came to visit town. Former President Donald Trump says he is innocent of the 34 felony crimes he's been charged with. Trump addressed supporters in Florida late Tuesday, just hours after his historic arrest. Eggs, they are so high. But we have some good news to pass along. So the prices are expected to drop right after Easter. Well, a man is now released on bond after impersonating a police officer over the weekend, all to get next to the H-Town hottie, Meg Thee Stallion. FBI needs your help. The Houston field office is looking for this man, 33-year-old Dejonique McCullough. He's a federal fugitive and is considered armed and dangerous. McCullough is charged in connection to the 2021 armed robbery of a Metro PCS store on Orlando Street in North Houston. Authorities say he shot at the floor, he threatened customers at gunpoint, stole money from the registers, and even stole items from a customer's purse. Now, he was arrested and released and then did it again, robbing a Valero gas station last month. McCullough is believed to be homeless, staying in Houston's north side. Well, working around the clock to bring Brittany Griner home. U.S. officials announced they've offered a deal to Russia that would free the WNBA star along with Paul Whelan, who's another jailed American. Now, in a sharp reversal of policy, Secretary of State Antony Blinken said he expects to speak with his Kremlin counterpart, and this will be for the first time since before Russia invaded Ukraine. Griner was arrested on drug-related charges at a Moscow airport back in February. Now, on Wednesday, she testified that an interpreter translated only a fraction of what was said during her questioning and instructed her to sign documents without explanation. Happening today, Governor Greg Abbott announced the governor's public safety office will provide $1.2 million to Uvalde CISD. This money will provide counseling, trauma-informed care, crisis intervention, and community outreach efforts for students and faculty affected by the tragic shooting at Robb Elementary School. These state resources also establish a district-wide counseling program to ensure Uvalde students receive support services within the district. And Rio Grande Valley Border Patrol agents made a pretty big bust this week. A Jeep Cherokee led agents on a chase near Brownsville after officials tried to pull it over after it failed to yield. Now, this chase ended when the driver entered a trailer park where several people inside of that Jeep jumped out. Agents were able to arrest 4 migrants who were all unlawfully in the country. A search of that vehicle revealed 5 bundles of marijuana weighing more than 235 pounds. And that's a street value of more than $188,000. Some new aerial surveys show that massive amounts of methane are venting into the atmosphere. The source comes from oil and gas operations across the Permian Basin in Midland, Texas. Now, these emissions endanger U.S. targets for curbing climate change. For some perspective, methane's earth warming power is 83 times stronger than the carbon dioxide that comes from your car tailpipes and power plant smokestacks. Congress and the EPA have largely failed to regulate the invisible gas, leaving it up to oil and gas producers to cut methane emissions on their own. Adam.